going to take a look at the discussion in Unit 7. So in this discussion, you want to find and photograph anything that uses metric units. So for instance, if you're drinking a 2-liter of, Diet Coke, liter is a metric unit. If you want to measure something with a ruler, if you use the centimeter side of the ruler, then that's going to be the metric system. So anything that you can measure in metric units, that would be how you would look at it. So you'll take a picture, you'll describe what you did. So I measured something, I drank some of the Diet Coke out of the 2-liter, and then think about what would happen if your entire day was described with metric units. So you go to the doctor and your weight is in kilograms and your height is given in meters. I know for me, I have to write those down and then go convert them later with my kids because I can't, I have no idea what that means. So, think about recipes. If everything in the recipe was by grams or milliliters instead of teaspoon, tablespoon, would it be easy to cook? So just think about if everything in your life converted to that type of thing, would it be difficult or would it be, something that you would navigate really well because maybe you work in pharmacy or maybe you work with a industrial where you use the metric system. So that's kind of what your first post is about. Your second post is going to be converting the measurement that your classmate took a picture of to English units. So if they measured something in centimeters, the English equivalent would be inches. If they measure something in liters, then you can take that and convert it to ounces. So there's also a graphical equation tool in the discussion board that'll help you display fractions, and Google also has a great resource to help you with unit conversions if you just type in convert liters to ounces. It'll give you some help and support with that. And then in your third post, you're just going to find something that you found interesting and maybe add to it. So I know one thing I've said in the past is liters in Canada. When I was in Canada, the gas was measured in liters, and so the prices on the screen were actually for liters. And I was like, oh, the gas is really cheap here. And then I found out that there was a lot of liters in a gallon, and the gas was actually incredibly expensive. But because I didn't have that availability to know, oh, there's so many liters in a gallon, I couldn't really fathom what the actual cost was going to be because I didn't know the conversion. So anytime you travel out of the country, a lot of times you're dealing with the metric system. So just kind of add, an experience or something like that. And then there's these really cool articles about why we won't go metric. And while you're going to see in seminar that the metric system is actually a lot easier to navigate once you understand it, there's a lot of limitations for us to undo everything that we've done with having American units.